Hello, everyone. This is Karen Cornell, your Creative Memories Advisor, and this is me trying to make do with a crazy situation right now in my house. I Friday I had the wonderful Valentine's gift of having my washing machine leak and cause 3 floors of a little bit of damage, not a ton of damage, but enough to have 3 floors of fans and blowers and everything. So I've had to modify how I film. Thankfully, I'm married to a very talented tech guy, and he's changed how I do things. So I've got to wear my AirPods. So that's why I'm wearing AirPods. Um, just found out they're going to have to do some demo in like 30 minutes. So I threw on a hat and came in here to film today. So it's a little crazy. I did film last night, and we had a problem with the audio where it was echoing, and I figured I wouldn't put you through that torture because it drove me crazy. So I will show you the layout I created last night at the end. It's very cute. So we're going to do it again today. But if you are a busy person and you love scrapbooking, I am a busy mom of 2 wonderful daughters, and I love scrapbooking and preserving memories. And follow my page, like my page. It's Karen Cornell Scrapbooking, but we are in the midst of our 52 project recipes challenge, and we are doing fantastic. Today's is actually not that hard, but I'm really excited about it. And I really love my first one I created, and I was like crushed last night. But then I found some really amazing papers in my stash, which we all have. So I highly recommend you to go to your stash to find papers. And we're going to do it. So it's project recipe number 32. Don't stress if you don't have the book. I'm going to walk you through every step. So let's switch the view. So what you're going to need is we're going to do project number 32, like I said, and the recipe calls for 5 designer papers. On the one I did last night, I ended up using 3 because I love the paper so much. I wanted to preserve and save some for later. But I am using the one that we used for the paper collection Heart to Help that they came out with for Ukraine. And that is the one we're going to be using. And I see sorry, there was a cord in my view and it was bothering me. Okay, so go ahead and pick out your base papers. I am going to have this as my base paper, and the hearts don't really matter, but for some reason I like the dark hearts pointing correctly and the light blue to go up. I'm going to have my other page, just this, it's a polka dot print. And then I have my 3 papers. You're also going to need a punch, either a border maker cartridge or a border punch, and you need one that connects. And the way it connects is it has to have metal going all the way to the edge. And that means that to create a border, an individual border, you have to cut it with a trimmer to separate it from the paper. Or you can leave it on your paper and it will create a neat border attached to your paper. And what we're going to use is we're going to keep it attached, but then we're going to use our scoring blade on our trimmer and we're going to fold it over, which is a very cool technique. So make sure it's not one that separates, because if it separates, this is not going to work very well for you. So, and we need our trimmer, and make sure you have your blue blade in it. And we are going to get started. This first designer, the paper is all mats. So if you were like me and you like to preserve paper sometimes, I try not to because I'm trying to go through my stash. That's our goal this year. But this is a great way to just save a pretty paper and just cut these in a solid color for cardstock, because it's all mats. So let's get started. Our first paper, we're going to cut at 3.5 straight down. Let me get situated. Nothing like being a little frazzled this morning when the insurance adjuster shows up and is like, okay, we can demo the tile. I was like, oh, well, I have to film because I messed up last night. He's like, oh, okay, well, you have 30 minutes and they'll be taking it out. I'm like, okay, I'm on it. And then you're going to cut it at 5.5, and then another one at 5.5. And remember, 5.5 is right at the edge there, so it's real easy to find. And then we have that. This is extra scrap, which is cute for like a oh my gosh, I can't talk. Journaling, if you need a little spot, a little blurb for journaling sometime. And this is 4 inches. Then you're going to just make 2 4x4 squares. I just love this paper. There's something about this, the shade of this blue and the shades of the yellow that make me happy. I have used almost all of this collection because I absolutely love it. And then this should be 4.5. Yep. By 6.5. So then we have a little bit more extra. So those are the mats. The next is designer paper number 2. And if you have directional, always pay attention that these are going to be going down, vertical, and then the mats are all horizontal in this layout. So just pay attention if you have directional. Mine is not really directional. I did want the mats to kind of be this way instead of this way. So I am paying attention to that. So this is going to be 3 inches. So it's funny that my washer leaked on Valentine's Day because I got the most romantic and practical gift ever for Valentine's Day. I got new washers and dryers. So, and it's President's Day weekend. It was. And so it's the perfect time to buy appliances. And so we did save a lot of money on that end. So that's good. And then one of these is going to be flipped. And then the next is we're just going to cut it straight down. And my paper is not directional, so it really doesn't matter. So it's going to be at 6 inches straight down. And this is where we get the fun part. So put this to the side. You're going to need it for the scoring blade in just a minute. So I'm going to get my little handy dandy. I just love this mat. I need to do product suggestions and have them come out with one again. They came in a 2-pack a couple years ago, and I use both of them all the time when I'm cutting at my workspace, because then I just have to take it and fold it and dump it in my trash can. It's fabulous. Okay, now this is 2 inches. So this is the kind of practical math I love. Is if this is 2 inches and this is 6 inches, I'm going to punch this 3 times. And because this is a border punch, remember you can do it 2 different, a border frame punch. I'm going to line it up with the lines in the inside. Remember, some of them later on, after they developed, they put the lines on the front. So we're going to just line it up right there at that black line. And we're going to punch it 3 times. Then I'm going to line it up in the center over here and make sure it's perfectly center. 2 and then 3. And it should work out perfectly. Isn't that pretty? And I'm actually going to save those just to show you something. Okay. And then you're going to do it again. It doesn't matter if you're going to score it and fold it over. So it doesn't matter if you, which side you punch. So we're going to do it again. I love my practical math. 2 times 3 is 6. I have my 3rd grader is learning multiplication, so we try to bring in that practical math anytime we can at home. Okay, so we are done with this. Now we're going to bring back our trimmer. I love this trimmer because you can store all of your blades. These are all of the blades that have been released by Creative Memories. Of course, I have them in rainbow order because that's pleasing to my eye. Every time I turn my trimmer over, I get this question from this aha moment from my customers. You can store an extra replacement mat in the back? Yes, you can. So they go right here. I always do that because it never fails. I get to 4 and then I forget to order one. And my paper's not cutting cleanly, and then I have to order one and be delayed. So always keep an extra one in the back. It's totally worth the value. And then you're going to put your scoring blade in. You're gonna score this at 1.5. Now the scoring blades, some of them are very, very sensitive, and so you don't want to press too hard to score, because if you press too hard, you will actually cut your paper. So you're gonna score it, and then there's a nice little line there. I don't know if you can see it with the yellow. It's kind of hard. But then you're gonna just fold it over. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be adorable. Okay, sorry. I fell in love with this layout when I saw it. I was like, oh, I gotta do it. Okay. This is why I like going through the book randomly, is because sometimes you just feel like certain layouts and it's just fun. Okay, let's put that back there out of the way. Okay, so let's go ahead, get my handy dandy silicone mat right here. And then you're going to take your repositionable tape. Oops, that one's out. And then you're just going to fold it over. Look how cute that is. So cute. Okay. And the lighting is hard to see, but the darker yellow is showing up better on the paper than you think. So, and the neat thing about this punch is you could always, like, not with this layout, but you can always put these back in. And I've done that with Christmas layouts, is I've taken these and punched it with different colors and made it look like lights. It's very cute. So that's why I wanted to show you that. Okay, now we're going to dump this. And now let's assemble. So we have these that are going to go here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. Sorry, let me get all these out. Doesn't this blue and yellow just make you happy? I'm so happy. Okay. And I do love using 2 cutting mats just because I love having the symmetry from one layout to the next. Then we are going to take these are going to go down here. This is going to go here. And it's going to go like that. It's going to be cute. Okay, here we go. Time to assemble. This is a super easy, fast layout. Simple cuts, but the outcome is just really, really stunning. And I'm very pleased with it. And I was so excited to show you my one that I did last night. And my husband's like, well, you can dub over your sound. I was like, that sounds really complicated. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I was like, I'll just film another one. What's another done layout, you know? Plus, I found perfect paper to do this with. So let's do this one. Just the shades of blue and the yellow. It's a rainy day here in Georgia. North of here is getting snow. We aren't getting snow. My older daughter is so sick of the cold. She's like, it's so cold. I just want to move to Ecuador. She's like, it's warm there. So if anybody's from Ecuador and watching, give me a shout out so I can show my daughter that people actually live there. Okay. This would be way too bright for me. So I love that CM usually has like a busy paper and then on the other side a little bit calmer. So you always have options. We're going to put this down here. Oopsies, too far. That's why we use repo. Super cute. So hopefully next week, you'll see me. I won't have all this craziness going on. Or it'll be worse. I don't know. Time will tell. And I want to give a shout out to the people that did message me and say I posted the wrong video because I did my chat GPT video last week and I posted the wrong video, and I appreciate you letting me know, and I was able to get that fixed very quickly. So thank you for being so kind and letting me know. But that's why I double checked it again, or I kind of triple checked it this time. So anyway, this is the layout. This is number 32. Super easy. Go ahead and color in your number 32 so you're completed. You have plenty of room for a title. You can embellish. Lots of fun places. You could use one of these boxes as a journaling box. And let me show you my other one that I did last night with the Booyah collection and the spider web. So this is the one I did last night. And it just turned out so cute. And I was getting ready to embellish, and then last night when I was listening to the video, then I was like, oh no, and I panicked, and so then I was like, I'll just film it today. So let me switch my camera. So that is the layout, number 32. Thank you for continuing to watch and subscribe to my channel, Karen Cornell Scrapbooking. I will post these layouts on my Facebook page of the same name, Karen Cornell Scrapbooking. I hope everyone has a fabulous day and keep scrapping.